Hi everyone, and welcome to Teacher Ivan channel, where we cover English grammar, unit by unit. Today I have a very simple activity for all of you teachers out there called Guess What I'm Doing. It's a wonderful little activity that can be used to introduce or revise present continuous tense. It's a fairly simple game that can go on for about 10 minutes. It's ideal for your elementary to pre-intermediate students of all ages. It's fun, it's engaging, and all you need is one A4 piece of paper, a pen, and a pair of scissors. Now let's take a look at how it's played. The class should be divided into two teams. The idea is that a student comes over, takes a piece of paper from a pile, reads it silently, and then tries to mime the sentence to the rest of the class. The other students are supposed to guess the action, and if one of them guesses the correct action and the correct tense, that student's team gets 1 point. And that student becomes the next one to step forward and try to mimic the next sentence. And that goes on until you run out of cards, and the team with the most points wins. As I said, it's a super simple game. Students were very engaged every time I played it, and I played it with 8-year-olds and 20-year-olds, and everything worked perfectly. Now, this is how I would go about explaining the rules to the students. It's always ideal to try to explain the rules using as few words as possible. You should get their attention in the way you usually do, then make sure that everyone sees a pile of small pieces of paper and that they notice that you're taking one of those pieces of paper. Put your hand between the students and the piece of paper so you signify that no one else is supposed to read it. Then mimic whatever sentence you have. Here I believe that it's important for you to be the first one to mime and try to have fun while doing it, because it will make the students feel more relaxed. Now, depending on your student's level, you can wait until you hear the perfect sentence and then write the whole sentence down on the board. Or if your students are a bit weak, you can write down bits and pieces of the sentence until you get the sentence you were looking for. It's also a good idea to underline the present continuous tense in that sentence. Make sure that once the student is done miming the sentence, he or she writes down that sentence on the board so everyone can see. And at the end of the game, you will have a nice whiteboard filled with a bunch of present continuous sentences that can be used later on to elicit the rules about the structure and usage of that tense. To save you the trouble of coming up with sentences, you will find a link in the description of this video that will take you to a printable PDF document with pre-made present continuous sentences. All you have to do is download them, print them, cut them up, and you're ready to go. You will notice that half of the sentences start only with the subject you, in case you have a weaker class. The other half has other pronouns as subjects, so the students can see the difference between I am studying, you are studying, and so on. And that's how you play this activity, at least according to me. Would you change anything? What would you change, and why? Do you see the room for improvement? Let me know in the comment section, because I, like you, am here to learn. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, but above all, learn. Bye guys!